Morning, Pete, North Las Vegas, and we are north of North Las Vegas. I have my old 1990 Sporter match HBAR out here again. In the last video I did, I talked about replacing the trigger with a Geisley 2-stage. The original trigger, it was pretty gritty and notchy, and it was pretty nasty. And every time I pulled the trigger, it hurt my feelings. So that's why we put the Geisley in there. So hopefully that'll help me shoot this thing a little better. We'll find out. But the primary reason that I came out here was this front sight. When I was doing the standard Army 25-300 meter zero, I was shooting about almost 2 inches low with 8.55 and a little over 1.5 inches low with M193 ammunition. So I kept adjusting the sight post down, and finally got to where maybe I was around 12 clicks down for 193, and I was just hitting the bottom of the bullseye. And for the 8.55 stuff, because it's slightly slower and heavier bullet, I was just below that. So that was, for me, that was just, you know, burying the front sight down 12-14 clicks to get it to where I wanted to hit was too much. So since then I've gone out and ordered a couple extra of A2 sight posts, and a standard A2 sight post comes in at about 0.270 from the top of the flange to the top of the post. So I took 50 thousandths off of this one, and we'll just call that 49 thousandths because that's a nice number for 7 thousandths of an inch, which is every click on this sight post is 7 thousandths. So by taking 49 thousandths off, I effectively lowered the front sight post 7 clicks. So we came out here today just to see how many more clicks I might need to go down to get this thing to shoot correctly at 25 meters. And this is a 1-7 twist HBAR, which was primarily designed for 8.55 and heavier tracer rounds. But I'm going to zero today on 193 because that's normally what I shoot is 55 grain. So anyway, yeah, that's why we're out here, just to see what happens with this front sight post and where we hit today at 25 meters. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I've mentioned this before in other videos, but if you're not familiar with the standard 25 meter 300 Army zero, you start off at the very bottom with your 8.3 mark, and then you come up 1 click. So that's 1 click up. Make sure you're using the small aperture, and then all the rest of your elevation adjustments will be on the front sight only. Okay, so Winchester white box, 55 grain. First shots with the new Geisley trigger. All right, let's go see if shaving down that front sight post did anything for us. Okay, so this shot, and this shot were the ones I just took. These are from last weekend. I just didn't cover them up. So we're pretty close. I probably need to go down at least 2, maybe 3 more clicks on the front sight post. And then we'll see what happens. Let me cover up these holes and we'll get back to it. Okay, I just went 2 clicks down on the front sight post. Each click at 7 thousandths is supposed to adjust your point of impact 3/8 of an inch at 25 meters. So I'm thinking 2 should do it, but let's find out. Well, let's go see. Hopefully. Okay, so I'm going to call that good. There's one right in the center, and then I went a little bit high on those. I'm going to cover this up, and we'll do 3 more just to make sure, but I think we're finally there. That must have been kind of close to a bullseye because I just blew off the little orange. All right, so on safety, empty the mag. Let's go down and put another bullseye on it. Okay, so the one on the right, that's the one I just blew out of the center. So we will put another one right about there. All right, let's go try this again. All right, if we're anywhere near elevation wise, I think I got some gun oil in my eye. Something's got it goobered up. Let's go down and see what we did. Okay, so I think using the ammunition that I'm using, I think we're doing pretty good. So I think I finally got this thing sighted in for 25 meter. And yeah, I'm gonna call this good. Okay, so with knocking about 49 thousandths, filing that front sight post down, and 2 clicks below flush, I finally have this thing shooting where it's supposed to. The only remaining question is, you know, why does the rifle shoot low, or did shoot low? I don't know. It could be a whole bunch of different things. But anyway, we got it tuned up now. I'm liking the new trigger way better. Pete, North Las Vegas, over and out. Okay, bonus clip. Thought we'd take a closer look at the rifle. Like I was saying beginning of the video, I think I mentioned that I bought this back in 1990, and this was my very first AR.